I want to know who in your past told you that you weren't good enough to create. Sometimes the fear that we go through when it comes to creativity, doing things, accomplishing things, moving forward with things, trying risks, comes from an old pain in our past. As humans, we're kind of designed to not go through pain, or at least maybe we're designed to shy away from pain and pull away from things that hurt. I mean, obviously, we know that from the literal sense, but I think emotionally, it also stands true. We don't only get calluses or, have scabs or scars with wounds on the outside of our body, but we also have it on the inside. And a lot of times when it comes to creativity, when it comes to a lot of times art or just trying things, trying ventures, trying to accomplish things, old pains from words that were spoken to us are what stunt us. And it's almost as if there's still wounds that we keep bandaged up that haven't really healed yet. That old pain and those old wounds can make us so afraid to do things or so afraid to try things because we don't want to feel that pain again. I think for me, for instance, I tried to write music once or maybe a couple times, and I didn't get great feedback from some of my friends, and then I think I convinced myself internally that it wasn't any good. And so now I would say the words, "I can't write music." Now, I would consider myself a musician. I can play some instruments. I have a musical background. I also consider myself a writer, especially with poetry. I love poetry. I feel like I have a gift with poetry. But I would always say if I put the two together, I can't make anything happen. Well, maybe that just comes from an old pain of feeling rejected, like I talked about in day 12, or feeling lower than just because of those words. Take a look in your own life when it comes to whatever you're trying to do and whatever you're trying to create. And if there's an old pain there, look at it with a new lens that, like I said yesterday, that those words and what people said of you aren't necessarily true. And you feeling devalued because of that opinion doesn't mean that your value isn't actually high. You actually might be able to surprise yourself if you push through some different boundaries and different thresholds of pain or old ways of thinking about words that were spoken over you. And I want you to hear me today. Take a risk. Who cares what other people think about it? Maybe it's the thing that you actually are supposed to be doing with your life. Maybe it's a tap into your purpose. It just takes a little step.